Hi, and welcome back to BCBAMOCKEXAM.com. In this video, we will be delving into Section B4 of the 5th edition of the BCBA Task List, which focuses on defining and providing examples of schedules of reinforcement. Subscribe to our channel so that you can receive free learning materials from us to further assist you in preparing for the exam. Let's start by defining continuous reinforcement. Continuous reinforcement refers to a reinforcement schedule where the desired behavior is reinforced every single time it occurs. For example, every time a child completes her chores, she will receive a cookie as a reward. This means that the behavior of completing chores is consistently and immediately reinforced with a cookie. Continuous reinforcement is often used to establish and strengthen behaviors because it provides a clear and direct association between the behavior and its reinforcement. Partial reinforcement schedules determine the timing and frequency of reinforcement for a behavior. There are four main types: fixed ratio FR, variable ratio VR, fixed interval phi, and variable interval 6. In fixed ratio schedules, reinforcement is delivered after a fixed number of responses. For example, every fifth response may be reinforced. In variable ratio schedules, reinforcement occurs approximately after every nth response, with the exact number varying unpredictably. Fixed interval schedules involve reinforcing a behavior after a fixed amount of time has passed, such as every 10 minutes. Lastly, variable interval schedules reinforce a behavior roughly after an average time interval, which can vary unpredictably. Let's use the example of delivering food pellets to a rat to explain different reinforcement schedules. In a fixed ratio FR reinforcement schedule, the rat receives a food pellet after pressing the bar a fixed number of times. For instance, if the rat is reinforced on FR5 schedule, it would receive a food pellet every time it presses the bar 5 times. This consistent pattern of reinforcement after a fixed number of responses helps establish and maintain the behavior of pressing the bar. In contrast, a variable ratio VR reinforcement schedule involves delivering food pellets to a rat after an unpredictable number of bar presses. For example, if the rat is reinforced on a VR5 schedule, it may receive a food pellet after 1 bar press, then after 4 bar presses, then after 6 bar presses, and so on. The exact number of bar presses required for reinforcement varies unpredictably, but on average, it converges around the designated ratio. This unpredictability keeps the rat engaged and motivated to continue pressing the bar. Moving on to fixed interval phi reinforcement, the rat is reinforced with a lab pellet for the first bar press after a fixed time interval has elapsed. For instance, if the rat is reinforced on FI30 schedule, it would receive a food pellet for the first bar press that occurs after 30 seconds have passed. The fixed time interval acts as a timer, and the rat learns that pressing the bar after that interval results in reinforcement. Lastly, in variable interval 6 reinforcement, the rat is reinforced after an average time interval has passed since the last reinforcement. For example, if the rat is reinforced on a 6-minute schedule, it might receive a food pellet for the first bar press following a 1-minute interval, then for the first bar press following a 5-minute interval, and so on. The exact timing of reinforcement varies unpredictably, but on average, it occurs around the designated interval. This unpredictability creates a steady but unpredictable reinforcement schedule, maintaining the rat's behavior of pressing the bar. To sum up, Continuous reinforcement refers to reinforced every single time when the desired behavior occurs. Partial reinforcement refers to reinforced in undetermined timing and frequency when the desired behavior occurs. That's all for today's video. See you next time. Visit our website for a study guide and exam practice, and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn for free exam questions and discount coupons.